And like one like this is like 700-800, but you can get one a little cheaper. Do everything you need to do. You'll pay for this bad boy in like maybe three deals, 3 business engagements, and you've paid off your power washer. Like, come on, you gotta hustle these. Hey, what's up, everybody? So I woke up this morning passionate, full of fire to make a video that might help somebody. I felt like I needed to make a video on the stimulus money and how to start a business with it, because we're all getting our 600 bucks. Pretty excited about that. So what kind of business can you start with your stimulus money? Under 600 bucks, they can give you income from now on out. Something that you can feed your family with. You can put some extra money in the vault, the bank, crypto, whatever you want to put it on. Bitcoin, whatever. That's what we're going to talk about right now. I'm going to tell you my top picks of types of businesses to start with this money. And in the end, I'm going to wrap it all up to where you can put all these things together to make a lot more money. Like, take it to the next level. You know, there's businesses you can start, you can make income, and then there's things that you can put on top of a business to make extra side money. Extra money to be prosperous in 2021. Let's get to this. I'm excited. I got my new coffee cup. We're going to get on with it. All right, here we go. So if you watch my how to make money with a pickup truck, or the ones about flipping pallets, or the ones about how to buy houses for $10,000 and stuff like that, I'm very, very passionate about side hustles, money, and like, you know, helping people try to get that process going, because nobody did that for me and I had to learn on my own. Made it a really tough process. So I'm like, well, if I can just put this information out there for you guys, save you a lot of the hassle. There he is. Dump trailer and all. Man, the myth, the legend. He's got his dump trailer right here. It goes with him everywhere he goes, always looking for opportunities. They'll tell him what he's gonna buy, sell, trade, traffic, haul.
No autographs, no autographs, please, no autographs.
See, all you're really doing is find somebody, bring them enough value, and they will pay for it. That's really the trick of all this. If you want to make a lot of money, you find a rich guy and give him value, or a bunch of people and give them value. If you want to just make a little money, you just give them that which is reciprocal. So the first hustle, and I'm pretty proud of this one, and actually a subscriber or a viewer of this channel came up with this one, and I thought it was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And it is cleaning up dog manure from people's houses and their yards. Okay, so hang with me here, okay? I've got a friend that the lawn maintenance company decided to not cut her grass because of the amount of dog manure that was in her yard. So she couldn't get the grass cut by her lawn maintenance person because it was like making his lawnmower like terrible. Like, it smelled terrible. Like, he's like, I'm not cutting anymore. I gotta go cut other people's yards and I can't smell like this. So this business was to find yards that people have, obviously dogs, preferably bigger dogs. And when Fifi goes out there and does his business or her business or a business, and that person doesn't want to clean it up, and the lawn maintenance company says they're not going to clean it, you go over there and say, well, madam or sir, I will take all that manure out of your yard for $100 a month, or $50 a month, or $25 a month, or per visit, however you want to monetize it. You go around to as many yards as you can, just like you would cutting grass, and say, I'll make sure there's no manure in your yard for $25 a month. And you get these, you stack these subscriptions. It could be 50, 100, whatever your price range is. It's gonna be different on other sides of the country. You're gonna get these things under contract, and you're gonna go around and facilitate this. Anybody can do this, anybody. And then if you want to add this to another business later, which I'm getting to that, and the next one, and the next one. But this little hustle, I bet you can get 2 or 3 people in your neighborhood to get on this subscription, and it'll be like clockwork making money, because nobody wants to walk around with a shovel picking this stuff up, putting it in a bag, and putting it in the garbage can. Is it nasty? Absolutely. But can you make money doing it? Yes, because it is nasty. The nastier, the more money. That's why plumbers make a ton of money. And that brings me to number 2. Look, I'm gonna blow your mind on this one. And this is something that I learned from L. Robert Biggerstaff, next door, No Pay, No Stay Network. And so if you want to start a business, but you don't have any money, okay, or you don't have the tools, all you gotta do is charge a little more and get the tools. Okay, hang with me. So I don't think there's a better business right now to get into than garbage removal. Okay, now hang with me on that one. So in the real estate world, since I'm a realtor, Florida realtor, we have a problem of when people move out of houses, they leave all their trash. And I mean hoarder houses. So like, let's say somebody died and their house is in probate and they were a hoarder and there's $50,000 worth of stuff in that house, okay? Odds are, like, let's say it's not stuff that you can sell. It's just stuff from all over the years, newspapers and clothes and random stuff that the rats have eaten up. Nobody's going to want to spend a week pulling everything out of that house. And nobody's going to want the stuff. So here's what you do. You say, well, Jack, I can't remove that. I don't have a trailer. No. You're going to go and get a dumpster guy to drop the dumpster out front. Okay, that's going to cost you about $325, $350. It might be different in your locale. Stick with me. You're going to take that guy. You're going to get him to drop it off. You're going to charge the owner for it. So in your bidding process, you're going to add all these factors in. So like, let's say I will clean out your entire house for $3,000. And see, time is money and money is speed. Like everything in the real estate process is how fast can you get it done. And if you're Johnny on the spot and you say, I'll get everything out of that house for $3,000, you're already factoring in your dumpster, which is going to sit out front. Okay, so no tools as of yet. You're going to get you 2 or 3 guys, get them some beer money, you know, whatever it is, $50 a day, $25 a day. They're going to go in this house with you. You're going to fill that dumpster up. You can get everything from in the house, out of the house. Odds are they're probably going to give you some of this stuff, and you might find some cool stuff that you can flip later. But that later, okay? So you're gonna fill this dumpster up. You're gonna have your $3,000 bid. You're gonna be $325 in the hole plus 2 or 3 days labor on the other 2 guys. So let's say another $200 or $300. Now you're at what, $600, and you're gonna be paid $3,000. You're gonna split the difference. That was at $2,400. You're gonna make $2,400 in a few days cleaning out a house that nobody wants to deal with. You've got no tools other than probably some work gloves. That might be a good idea, and some garbage bags. You're going to put that stuff in the dumpster, and the container guy is going to come and take that thing off to the dump. And you had like nothing bring it to the table. You bid the stuff into your offer. You bid all your expenses in. And let's say the dumpster costs you $400. Just add it onto the bid. And then if the work is the problem or the helpers, just figure out how to price those guys in. I mean, you got to be really good at recruiting this stuff, subcontractors and stuff. You got to be good at always having some strong dudes or people on your staff, and you'll get this done. I think it's the best. This is literally one of the best types of businesses I think you can come up with right now, because nobody wants to deal with trash, okay? All right, so this next one is my pride and joy, okay? I don't think people understand how well this can work. Like, okay, as a realtor, I see this. A power washing business is mind-blowingly prosperous, okay? Comment down below if you have a power washing business and your numbers, or if anybody's done that, because you can go to Lowe's and buy a power washer. So you see these power washers right here? You want one like 2,800 PSI, and like one like this is like 700-800, but you can get one a little cheaper. Do everything you need to do. You'll pay for this bad boy in like maybe three deals, 3 business engagements, and you've paid off your power washer. Like, come on, you gotta hustle these. Under $600. They've got some that are like the nicest one at Lowe's, I think is like 700. But you can get a Craftsman, like you want it over like 2,800 PSI, you want as big as you can, but you can get one of those Craftsmans for like $300 or $400, okay? And you're gonna get going. And look, if you're charging $200 to $400 per house, or the bigger the house, the more you're gonna charge. But if you can do that for $200 to $400, and you can pay for your equipment in just 3 or 4 or 5 jobs. There's very few things out there that you can pay for your equipment and that amount of jobs. And if you really wanted to scale up, go purchase 2 or 3 or 4 of these. Get you some guys that you pay them hourly and get them out there pressure washing houses, and start making a little side on the side, okay? Because you want to get in with realtors, property flippers, rental companies, property management companies. Go out there, get insured if you got to, and start power washing houses, and you can make money. Work your way up into power washing roofs, preferably the ones that are made out of that clay stuff, that clay tile, or ones that are hard topped, because those have got to be power washed. Because here in Florida, green algae gets on everything, and you don't want that look. You don't want your house looking green. So if you're driving around town and you see a house that looks bad, go talk to them. Give them your card. Offer them a deal. That is literally the best, one of the top businesses that I can do, because it's mobile. And you can put it in the back of your car, or your truck, or your trailer, and you can just cruise around, and you can do 2 or 3 in a day if you're hustling. And if you're charging $300 or $400 a pop, and let's say you're doing 50% margins, you can make $200-300 a day. You're not gonna make that anywhere else on some of these little jobs at Lowe's or Home Depot making $8 an hour. It's just hustle. You can totally do this. I'm super motivated about that one. And if I went broke, that's where I would start. And this brings me into my next one, which is lawn care business, okay? This is one of those businesses you can make as much money as you want to, or as little as you want to, okay? The threshold to entry in lawn care is not a lot. I went to Lowe's a while ago, and I walked through and was like, what can I do to buy this stuff new? I could buy a lawnmower, a weed eater, a blower, some shovels, some rakes, some gloves, all for under $600. And if I bought it used, I guarantee you I could buy this stuff probably for half that. And then add some gas cans in there, and then once I did 2 or 3 jobs, I would have enough for a trailer. And that's what I would do. I'd reinvest the money right into a trailer. So I'm in here in Lowe's, and I'm looking at the price of equipment. I guarantee you I could start a full-scale lawn service with just a stimulus check, $600. You give me a rake, I get me a shovel right over here, shovel for, and give me a solid shovel for $10. And give me a solid rake over here for $10-11. And get me a lawnmower for $200, a good one. I can get me a weed eater for like another $200, a good one. I could even throw in a chainsaw. I'll be rocking and rolling. I mean, look, we got clippers over here, $20. Get some gloves over here for $15. I'll be rocking and rolling. See, at the beginning, you're going to be paying off your equipment, but after you get going, get a subscription service on these lawns where I'll do this one for $40 a week or a month or whatever it is, $25 per time visit, and get you a set of lawns. Odds are there's enough in your neighborhood to get you hustling. So I would think about that. And if you're in the snow, like we're in winter right now and the grass isn't growing, use snow shovels. If it's snowing where you're at, go shovel snow. I bet you can buy a snow shovel for a couple $100 and you can be rocking and rolling. I bet you get one for $50 from a pawn shop or $25 from a garage sale. You just got to put your noggin to it and find somebody that's willing to pay you for something they're not wanting to do. I guarantee you I could get me a set of driveways in the next week to get me some hustle money. And if you want to do this on a smaller note, just with people's yards and things like that, a pickup truck, or you can use your stimulus money to go get you a trailer from Lowe's. I think they've got one for like $490. They've got a couple for like $600. Get you one of those trailers, put it behind your car. Now you're a mobile moving service. You can get rid of all types of couches and things like that. Just figure out what your numbers are. Watch my video on how to make money with a pickup truck. I go into detail with that, and you can totally do this. All right, so the next one I want to talk about, not as intricate as the others, but it takes a little practice, and that's the flip game. Like Facebook Marketplace, eBay, and all these places, buying and selling. Like I paid for my office the last couple of years by flipping like 2 things a month, 3 things a month. Like my office was like $300 a month. So I can make that just flipping stuff. So I would like literally find stuff people were getting rid of or on the side of the road or whatever. I'd get it, I'd put it on Facebook Marketplace, and I would sell it. And if I just made slim margins, I literally wasn't doing anything but sit in the driveway and letting somebody come give me cash and they take it off. And it literally, I thought maybe my neighbors thought I was dealing drugs or something, but all I was doing was selling, things that I accumulated, a bicycle or some surfboard I bought and was flipping, or, some a street light or some lighted brooches, like the ones that go on the lights that go on the side of the houses and stuff, like right by the by people's porches. But like I always had something that I was flipping. I never kept my money still. If I found a ladder or I bought a ladder at a garage sale for like 20 bucks, I'd sell it for 50 bucks and I'd keep moving. And I'd do that like a few times a week. Just while I was bored, I was always on Facebook Marketplace looking at stuff. eBay, I worked my way through college on eBay, like going to garage sales and listing it that weekend. And then by the next week, I had sold it all and I just rinsed and repeat. I had a PayPal account and I would just I would do that. I always had side money because of the flip game. Going to garage sales, buying and flipping. It's a super good way. Okay, so the next one's a cleaning service. Okay, property management companies have a hard time getting properties clean, like when people move out. Vacation rentals, Airbnbs, things like that. It's really hard to find a good cleaning service. And if you know who Bob Proctor is, like he made his first $1 million with a cleaning company. Okay, it wasn't like doing anything like super crazy that most people think. It was a cleaning company. He literally would clean houses and condos, make his money, and then over time he built a business of multiple cleaners, multiple things going at one time, and then sold the business. Once he got his profit and loss high enough, he sold it for millions of dollars. So it's totally doable, and cleaning supplies are cheap. You can buy everything under the sun, even a vacuum cleaner for under 600 bucks, and you'll be rocking and rolling. And I think that's a really good one. All right, so my last little gem, this is wholesaling property. Because if you've done any of these ones that I've told you about, you're going to come into distressed properties. And when you see these distressed properties when you're going to and from jobs, things where grass has grown up way too much, roofs are bad, it's got a bad foundation or whatever, all you're going to do, and realtors are going to hate me for this, and as a realtor, I don't like it too because it muddies the water on some deals, but all you're going to do is you're going to go to this person and you're going to say, hey, look, I know your property is worth $60,000, but it's really bad. I'll give you $20,000 for the property. And they're like, well, it's worth 60, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, well, nobody's going to buy that thing. It's like you're tired of it. It's probably a problem. It's probably had code enforcement all over it because code enforcement can be a wholesaler's best friend because they'll force people to clean their property up, or they'll seize it or lien it or whatever. Say, I'll give you $20,000 for that property. You get it under contract. You go find a guy, a flipper, somebody that's in the real estate world, some rich guy that's like, oh man, I'll give you 30 for that. And then you're going to take that $10,000 split, which is called your wholesale fee, or it's taxed as ordinary income, but all you're doing is selling the paper, the contract, the equity position in the paper. They're going to get a property they're excited to have for $30,000. They're going to fix it up and sell it for 60, 80, whatever, put a renter in it. They're going to get their return because they are not able to find that property. You're driving around all day and you're going to do that. So you're going to get that property for 20, you're going to sell the paper to him for 30, you're going to take your $10,000 split, and you're going to go on about your merry way. And that's wholesaling 101. That's how you're going to make your 10,000 bucks. You can do this for 1,000 bucks, 5,000 bucks, depending on the size of the property. The bigger the property, the more the fee you'll be able to get, or wholesaling. Really, how much you're going to get for signing the contract. It's not the easiest way I can explain it. But the key to what I'm trying to say here is you want all these businesses to complement each other. If you're doing trash service or whatever, you want to meet realtors. You want referral fees. You want realtors to refer people to you. You want to refer guys to plumbers. You want to find people that will give you a referral fee. I know a lot of guys that will pay you 50, 100 bucks or whatever just by referring them business. Everybody works by networking. So if you've got a screen guy that'll pay you 100 bucks for finding screen business, like aluminum, awnings and screen stuff, and you're at a power washing place and you're talking to the owner and they're like, hey, yeah, I need a screen room. And you call this guy over here that's got screen rooms and he pays you 150 bucks and you made 250 for the power washing. And now you're at another 100, 150 bucks. Or she's like, I need a handyman, and You know this guy's a handyman, and he goes over there and it's a $500 bid and he gives you $100 for a refer or whatever it may be. That's where the real money is made. So don't be afraid to network as much as you can. But in conclusion, that's all I got. I wanted to make this video. I know it's a little long. I wanted to put in as many details as I possibly could to help and to like maybe make this a full circle video. All you're going to do is you're going to learn these different things. You're going to put them into action. They're going to take you down a rabbit hole, and you're probably going to find your money-making idea. I like the idea of being a full service to where you have a few of these ideas going all at one time, and you have multiple sources of income. So when the grass stops growing and your lawn maintenance company starts to be seasonal, that you can switch into a handyman service. And if you're a handyman service, you can do the trash removal business. And then if you got the trash removal business, you can do cleaning or whatever. You can have multiple sects to this stuff to where you'll always have a stream of income. You'll always have jobs. Remember, if you answer the phone, you show up on time, you dress appropriately, and you have a good personality, and you're Johnny on the spot, you will have more jobs in construction and renovation and things like that you can shake a stick at, because most dudes won't even answer the phone. By sheer just showing up, you're going to be 80% of your competition. By having a good attitude, being motivated, and like learning and being obsessed, you're going to be 90% of your competition. And by just a little talent, you're going to beat 99.9% of your competition. Okay, so I hope this helps. I'll see you on the next video. I'll see you guys later.